RNZ News at midnight. I'm Peter Mcllwaine. US security experts say adequate quality to customers. Acting Prime Minister David Seymour says New Zealand came through the crisis relatively unscathed compared to other countries, but it raises serious questions. Systems hit here included banks, shops, airlines and ambulance dispatch. A highway bridge has collapsed in a flash flood in Shanxi province in China's northwest, killing 11 people, state media reported on Saturday. State media says another 30 people have been reported missing. At least 5 vehicles are confirmed to have fallen into the water. China's National Fire and Rescue Authority dispatched a rescue team to the site that includes 859 people, 90 vehicles, 20 boats and 41 drones. An American woman who served 43 years in jail for a murder she didn't commit has been released after her conviction was over 859 people, 90 vehicles, 20 boats and 41 drones. An American woman who served 43 years in jail for a murder she didn't commit has been released after her conviction was overturned. Sandra Henney was given a life sentence after being found guilty of stabbing a library worker to death in a town in the state of Missouri. The BBC's Andrew
Heavily sedated. Meanwhile, evidence that could have exonerated her and pointed to another suspect had not been presented at her trial. She is believed to have served the longest known wrongful conviction of a woman in U.S. history. But Missouri officials have been fighting Sandra's release, claiming she had been violent while in jail.
A gunman has shot and killed a nationalist former member of Ukraine's parliament, known for vociferous campaigns to defend the Ukrainian language. Authorities say that police are continuing to search for the man said to have shot Irina Farion on a street in the western city of Lviv. Ms. Farion, a linguist, gained prominence for frequent campaigns to promote the Ukrainian language and discredit public officials who spoke Russian, which many people speak as a first language. The Aged Care Association says it isn't concerned by proposed cuts at Wellington's Village at the Park Retirement Community. The union too says Arvida is consulting on axing more than 400 hours a week from care workers, nurses and activity coordinators at the Newtown Village and warns care will suffer. ACA Chief Executive Tracy Martin says the changes appear to be the business right-sizing the current demand.
At this stage, it's a consultation about do we have the staff that we need to provide the level of care that we want to provide and need to provide to our residents, but at the same time, are we right-sized, considering, the things that were put in place for a pandemic that are no longer needed.
Arvida says although no decisions have been made, service quality won't be affected. A music sensation is emerging in Brazil, with millions of people liking viral videos of samba songs performed by South Korea's ambassador to the country. Lim Ki-mo, who has been in Brasilia for the past 3 years, has even performed at one of Rio's most illustrious samba clubs. He told the BBC's Jisoo Lee he started singing publicly to try to lift people's spirits during the pandemic.
I enjoyed singing songs from the countries where I served. I used to sing not only English pop songs, but also Spanish and Chinese. The songs contain the language, culture, and emotions of the country.
Lim Ki-mo says he first heard samba more than 50 years ago while growing up in Busan. And in sport, the All Blacks comfortably cruised past Fiji and San Diego yesterday. New Zealand ran in 7 tries to put their Pacific neighbours away 40-5. The game saw the debuts of 6 new All Blacks with Basilio Tosi, Wallace Ititi, George Bell, Sam Garry, Noah Hotham and Billy Proctor earning their first Test caps. The result maintains coach Scott Robertson's winning start to his tenure, which now stands at 3 from 3. Meanwhile, the Wallabies survived a red card to beat Georgia 40-29 last night in an entertaining one-off test in Sydney. That's the news.
Monday nights on RNZ, we go back in history. This home of the New Zealanders is quite different from what you'd expect South Sea Islands to be. We have a laugh at ourselves.
Correct. So we gather. Alright, that's H.
Just a present.
M-H. He's changed his mind. He's present now.
They feature some outstanding music. Sunday Night Retro from 8 on RNZ National.
This is RNZ National on air on rnz.co.nz, digital TV and iHeartRadio. Now looking at the latest short forecast from Met Service, spelled to midnight tonight. Northern to Taranaki, including Coromandel, Bay of Plenty and Taupo. Isolated showers becoming more widespread this morning or afternoon, some heavy with possible thunderstorms. Whanganui and Taihape to Kapiti, a partly cloudy Sunday with the odd shower turning to rain this evening. Gisborne to Wairarapa, also Wellington, mainly fine but scattered showers developing this evening. For Nelson to Kapiti, a partly cloudy Sunday with the odd shower turning to rain this evening. Gisborne to Wairarapa, also Wellington, mainly fine but scattered showers developing this evening. For Nelson, Marlborough and Canterbury, generally fine with areas of low cloud or fog this morning, and then cloud increasing and isolated showers developing late this afternoon or evening. Bulla and then spreading elsewhere in the afternoon. The Chatham Islands today, rain with easterly gales easing this morning. You're listening to RNZ National. It's now 6 minutes past midnight. And news and weather for you again at 1 o'clock. Morena, good morning. Welcome to Sunday, the 21st of July. And before I tell you what we can look forward to this morning on the all-night program, thank you, Phil O'Brien, for Saturday night requests and late night Phil with their Royal Highnesses Queen. Not bad. Take care out there. Alrighty, I've got an interesting one for you at around 12:15. Author and culture critic Ruth Whitman discusses her new book called Boy Mong, Reimagining Boyhood in the Age of Impossible Masculinity. Our Changing World, yes, and science for you at 1:15, and this week, Claire Kincannon visits a food lab at the Auckland University of Technology. From turning avocado seeds into snacks, exploring the health benefits of waste from brewing beer, and developing offcuts of fish into wound dressings. These researchers are trying to find new ways to turn food waste into wealth. 2:15 on the detail this morning. A Samoan-only dictionary has been years in the making. Now it's here. Just after 3, the final episode of Hand Me Down World by Lloyd Jones. Hope you've been enjoying those readings over the past few weeks. Tangata o Te Moana set to start around 3:28. News and issues from the Pacific region. And this week, a controversial suggestion in New Caledonia sparks fury. Guam wants to know what the U.S. military is up to. A Pacific doctor is celebrated in Auckland, and according to an academic there, there are big gains for Tuvalu in its treaty with Australia. These stories and more today on Tangata. Here's on Sunday with Robin Jackery just after the coastal forecast, and 19th century lawyer and politician Robert Grant only wrote a few hymns. There's one you'll still find in many hymn books today, Oh Worship the King. Sing along in this week's program. Just after 5, episode 5 of The Writing Class, and Merle Carberry, an author in her own right, also teaches creative writing. Amid the tension of the final semester of the year, her many and varied students prepare to submit their manuscripts. This morning's final feature is at about 20 to 6. It's called Madam. Yes, New Zealand's latest comedy offering Madam is putting the spotlight on sex work. And as always, looking forward to sharing some of my regular features with you through this Sunday morning. Thanks for joining me. Let's get into some music after midnight now from a noise pop band formed in Dunedin in 1988 actually. They're called the 3Ds from their 1993 album The Venus Trail. This is Beautiful Things.